chatting with a friend on Visio, could be FaceTime, Zoom, whatever. And he was hearing the sirens. And he said to me, "Oh man, you're not kidding. You're really in New York City." And I told myself, yeah, from a French perspective, even a Parisian one, New York City is a loud city. Especially during the night, but not only during the night, apparently. Hi, for those who don't know me yet, my name is Margot and I'm French. I decided 8 years ago to study abroad in Boston and to come back to French afterwards, but I didn't. And after a certain number of non-permanent working visas, I'm now a proud and happy permanent resident working and living in New York City. This abroad life experience changed my life to the point that I cannot compare the two cultures anymore. Passing the first year stage, I entered a twilight zone where I fully encountered that the new culture I was embracing was not better, not worse, but just different. And this is about those differences that are bringing me such a fulfillment of developing my perspectives that I want to share with you. No need to keep the breaking news that New York City is an exhausting city. Obviously, every big city in the world are more tiring than any countryside city, but I would say that New York City definitely is especially nerve-wracking. The sirens are loud, the subway is loud, and please don't take it as a criticism, but people are loud. It's not a criticism because it's a dream of mine to be loud as a French person. I'm working constantly in my singing classes to get those vowels clear. So, to make a very unfair comparison, but maybe a funny one, I would say that French people are talking as Miss Carla Bruni is singing, when American as speaking as Lady Gaga is belting. Okay, it might have been a little bit exaggerated, and I hope no one will feel offended about what I just said. But what is not exaggerated is that compared to Paris, I really noticed there is a way bigger challenge concerning noise pollution. For example, we have a ventilation system in our apartment that seems to be a joke for our American friends. But for us, as we don't have any moment of complete silence in our environment, this is something. Not a big deal, but this is a little something that we don't have a solution for. I had recently a meeting with some Francophile entrepreneur in New York City, and the subject was about the fatigue. And a lot of people testify as well and witness as well that they were challenged by not only the noise pollution, but also the constant simulation of the city. Way bigger and way more challenging than in Paris or in France in general. In result, having a good night of sleep is very crucial. And I discovered during a study that the brain is not fully resting during the night, but it is during meditation. So I incorporated meditation and journaling as a staple of my daily routine to make sure that at some point my brain would unload and rest. More than ever than in my previous French life, I came to the conclusion that in New York City, if you are living in a broad experience, I would recommend highly to have either a night ritual or at least to take your sleep very seriously. It can come from quitting your computer 1 hour before sleeping, getting a bath, buying some essential oil. Lavender oil is very efficient to me, eating carbs at night, everything that works for you. But what I'm just saying is that there is a noise pollution, but also you have to be prepared that your neighbor may constantly slam the door at 4 a.m. in the morning. Yes, it does happen. Yes, it does. If you like this video, please give a thumb up, hit the bell button, and please subscribe. If you happen to have really good sleep tips to share, don't be shy, leave them on the comment section below, and thank you in advance. Next episode, let's talk about how food can impact our energy and what are my tips that I found to get the best of it in New York City. Stay tuned. À bientôt. Ciao.